Hey, everybody, this is Chuck Freimund in studio with us. We got a couple of guests from the Bloom360 learning community. Laura Rauman, the founder and president, and Cindy Lee. She's the project manager. We're going to be talking about what the Bloom360 learning community is all about. Ladies, it's great to have you in studio today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, Laura, you're the founder and president. What are we talking about today?
So Bloom360 Learning Community is a private nonprofit school that we're starting here in the southeastern Wisconsin area. We are serving children with neurodiverse needs such as autism, ADHD, ADD, Down syndrome, and other just neurological differences. Mm-hmm. Children that really learn differently. Our school is trying to fill that niche.
Where is the school?
We are currently in our property search, and we are targeting southern Waukesha County.
Okay.
We're trying to stay somewhere near the I-43 corridor.
The Rock Freeway, yeah.
Yes, the Rock Freeway.
Us old schoolers don't know what is the Rock Freeway.
That's right,
yeah.
That's right. And now you can, 70 miles an hour there.
Yeah, absolutely. Geez, okay. Hopefully not more. Okay, Cindy, what is your role in this?
I am the project manager for Bloom360, and I've been working with an extraordinary team and Laura side by side to develop Bloom360. We have a very unique educational model that's strength-based, relationship-based, and developmentally based.
Okay, so how did this all start?
So the inspiration for Bloom360 Learning Community was really my daughter. She is a child who is on the autism spectrum. And we found that just the schools that we were exposed to and were exploring just really weren't meeting her needs. Mm-hmm. And so we felt like there must be a better way, a different way. And so, several years ago, I started working with a team to really plan out what a school could look like if we really individualized the educational model and worked with their strengths.
Okay.
Versus focusing solely on deficits.
Now, do you have an education background, both of you?
I don't.
Oh, wow.
I am a business person by background.
Okay.
I am an accountant and a CPA from way back.
Okay.
And now I run, for the last 15 years, I've been managing a consulting business, which has actually been helping us develop Bloom360.
So what made you decide to get into this?
Well, my daughter.
No, I mean, what was where you said, okay, I need to start this on my own?
Oh, because, I do have that entrepreneurial piece to me. I founded my business 15 years ago. And so when I see something that really just isn't working, whatever that is, I sort of then decide, if I can't find it in the marketplace, I'll go create it.
Cindy, what about you? What about your background and how did you get involved?
My background is actually in education.
Okay.
I have a degree in early childhood education,
okay.
And I have a graduate degree in school social work.
Okay.
And I came into this because I believe deeply in Laura. She had shared this vision with me, and I just was really could see it happening. I knew there was a great need out there, and I trust Laura, and when she sets out to do something, she absolutely does. And the people that we have surrounding this whole project also are just a wonderful, wonderful group of people.
Okay. So you saw that there was a need for it in southeastern Wisconsin, southern Waukesha County, maybe in general. How did you find that out?
We did a lot of market research in the early years. We looked at what was available here, not only from our own experiences, but also just, kind of doing your normal, competitor analysis that you would do. And then, we're talking to more and more families, and you're just finding you're not alone in your search for something better. And so, I had an opportunity to visit several schools around the country. And we've also spoke on the phone with several schools around the country that are doing things a little bit closer to what we're envisioning. It's not exactly our model, but it's very much an individualized, strength-based type of model, and it works.
Is this going to be the only one in Wisconsin?
Yes, for now. I mean, our larger, bigger picture vision would be that, other schools might be interested in this model once they see that it's working and how well it's working, and we could share that information with other schools in our community, including public schools. If they're interested in even just small nuggets of what we're doing, we're happy to be open and transparent.
So you saw that you had this idea, and you said to yourself, I know other states that do this sort of thing. Where did you go check it out?
So I visited a school in Manhattan in New York City called the Rebecca School. And I also visited a school in Houston called the Monarch Institute. and school. And then we have spoken to a couple other schools, one in the Atlanta area, and then another one based in San Francisco, that we feel are a little bit more closely aligned to what we're developing here.
Laura Rauman, the founder and president, that's her right there. Cindy Gosh Lee, the project manager, Bloom360 Learning Community, we're talking about right here. Let's bring in Cindy here. Cindy, what can you tell me? What's unique? What's going to be unique about Bloom360?
There's a lot of things that are unique, but really at the roots of our model, we are very strength-based, which Laura had mentioned earlier. So we're really focusing on what leads children to thrive and how can we nourish that and cultivate an environment that does that. We're also very interest-driven. We have a project-based curriculum. So our children will be engaged in hands-on real-world projects that really connect the real world. And it's also interest-driven. So we can really take those interests that so many of our kids will have and use them and develop and expand them as their strengths.
Okay. Cindy, as an educator, do you have to get a staff together for something like this? How is this going to develop?
Yes, and we have a team assembled now. It includes an occupational therapist, a speech therapist, also our learning guides. We are piloting our model too, so we have some educators who have been working with our model as we've been along in the creation process.
What's a school day going to be like? Can you take us to maybe a sample school day?
Sure. So our learners will, the whole process of the whole day will be considered the school day, and every opportunity is an opportunity to learn. So as they come in the morning, they'll be working with our team and greeted, and they will get ready for the day. We want to help them learn those organizational, real-world skills of planning, so they'll be taking some ownership, what's appropriate for them developmentally for the day. We'll be engaged in some of the core subject areas, and then we'll be moving into that whole project-based learning for most of the day. That's going to give them a lot of hands-on and just a variety of experiences.
Okay.
And
What's that, Laura?
I was just going to say the project-based learning piece is so key to what we're doing because it really gives the kids a chance to expand on those course math, reading, social studies, science skills that they're learning really in our morning blocks.
Sure.
And then to apply them in a project-based scenario that is actually not individual projects, but group projects. So they learn those social skills. They learn those emotional skills and how to regulate. Our model is really grounded in the 5 core elements of human development, which is social, emotional, mind, body, and spirit. So we kind of live and breathe that all day long.
Okay, I can tell you guys really done your homework and you guys got a passion for this. Both of you guys do.
Yes, we're excited.
You guys are excited about it. Laura, maybe both of you guys, how are you going to get the word out about this other than, like interviews like this? How are you going to get the word out to people who maybe don't know about you guys?
So we started last fall with our big sort of splash first, community awareness event, and that was with our Bloom Open. We had that in October out at Western Lakes in Pewaukee, and they did a really lovely job for us there. What we did was we had, the golf event, which attracted 89 golfers. And then we had 169 people at our dinner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And just sort of to illustrate our Bloom360 model in action, we actually involved the children that were in our little networking circle already and had them participate the way they could and contribute to the Bloom Open in whatever way was appropriate and where they had interest and strengths. So, for example, we had a young man, Darren, who is 14 years old, and he actually was very brave and articulate and went up to the podium at the dinner and was able to, he thanked all of our sponsors, which we actually had probably about 20 to 25 sponsors that he went through and thanked, and he practiced for that, and he did an awesome job. My daughter also decided that what she wanted to do to contribute to the program was she wanted to sing because that's one of her strengths. So she picked out 2 songs and she sang for 169 people and she rocked it. So, that's just like really where, it really starts to come to fruition and really you see the benefit of this model is, we want to play to the strengths, we want to play to the interests, but we're going to get those academic pieces as well addressed. But for our kiddos that, might learn a little differently, the approach needs to be a little different.
Okay. What are the ages for this?
So we are currently starting our enrollment process, and we are asking folks that are interested, anyone from age 5 up through early adolescence.
Okay.
So those teenage years, and then we'll go through our admissions process and see if they think we're a good fit and they're a good fit for us.
Okay. Now, how that process? What's that like? I mean, you haven't done it yet, but I mean, what's that process like?
Right. It's a very thorough process. So parents can submit an application. Our application is on our website at bloom360.org. It can be found there. So we'll get the application. Our team will review that. And then from there, we will meet with the family. There'll be a time where we invite the learner, the child, in to also experience the school for a short bit of time. And so every step of the process is really building that relationship with the family and the child. And so it's thorough. And again, as Laura mentioned, we want to be sure that we're a fit for the child and as well as they are a fit for Bloom 360 too.
Okay. Yeah. For people who might have missed the beginning of this interview when Laura was talking about what Bloom 360 is, talk about what it is. Maybe people who didn't catch the first part.
Sure. So Bloom 360 Learning Community is a private nonprofit school that is currently being developed in southeastern Wisconsin. We have a very unique educational model to serve children with neurodiverse needs, which might include children with autism, ADHD, and other variety of neurodiverse needs that just lead them to learn differently.
Is that under special education?
Yes.
Okay, that's under special.
Yeah.
If they went to a high school or a grade school, they'd be under the special education. But
usually, but not always.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Your daughter. How old is your daughter?
So my daughter is 12 years old.
Okay, so she'd qualify for that as far as the age.
She would, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, where does she go now?
We actually have been homeschooling her for the last 5 years.
Okay. What songs did she sing?
She sang "Can't Stop the Feeling" by Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
From the Trolls movie, and then she sang the Whitney Houston song.
From the movie.
Right.
The Bodyguard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When you said "Can't Fight This Feeling," I thought you were talking about REO, and then you really had my attention. REO might be a little bit before your time, ladies, but not mine.
No, it's not. It's right in there.
Okay. Now, how's the school going to be funded?
So our funding, we are a nonprofit, so we will have an element that will be fundraising, charitable donations, which we've already received quite a nice amount just from our Bloom Open and then through other sources and our Giving Tuesday campaign that we ran at the end of the year. Darren actually was our co-chair with me, and we raised a little over $8,000 with that. So there'll be a fundraising element. We also charged private tuition. And there might also be opportunities in the future for some special needs scholarship money.
Okay.
But at this point, because we're so new, we haven't quite met the requirement.
More golf outings.
That's right.
That's always the key.
We're
coming from a golfer. Golf outings are the key.
We have another one planned for early October.
Western Lakes?
At Western Lakes.
Okay. I love that course. Sure.
Yep.
Sure. You ladies.
Send you the invite.
Are you ladies golfers?
We do.
Okay, it's a frustrating sport, but those who love the golf are passionate about it. Okay, but I hear that a lot. Is there a cost to attend? What's the cost?
There is a cost. So there's the tuition schedule. We are currently fine-tuning that, and we will be putting that out on our website in the coming weeks.
All right, is there, from both you ladies, we've covered about 15 minutes of this interview. Is there something that we haven't talked about that you want to talk about with Bloom 360?
Yes, I would like to just kind of stress my business, Vista 360 consulting firm, is doing with this school, which is very, very unique for a startup school. Because that business is obviously so close to me, and my team is so awesome there, they really have just every step of the way helped us start to develop and lend their strengths to the development of Bloom. The plan with this project-based learning element for our kiddos is that the business community will be a part of those projects. So we're going to start with the Vista team because that's closest to us, and they can help sort of build out some of these pieces. But we really want to teach kids that were appropriate, how to organize projects, how to think about business. If you have a business idea, what do you need to do to actually plan for that business idea? All the different pieces, the budget, the marketing, the staffing. And we want to assemble people from the community that also have interest in that. So if, for example, a child was very interested in being
a sportscaster,
you someday,
well, I'd shoot for a little higher than that, but okay, we can use me as an example.
So behind the scenes, tour and kind of see how this works.
Sure.
And, more hands on, so that which even and a lot of kids don't get that opportunity, and so we feel like that's a opportunity we're going to give our kids that just really goes beyond what even kids, neurotypical children are receiving today. And really all children should receive. So they don't get to college and then they're like, oh, I thought I wanted to do this. And then they graduate and 4 years later, they don't like their job.
Sure.
So, our plan for our children is, we want to take them as far as they can go. So, if it's appropriate, that they are going to be working in the workforce, then we want to try to give them those opportunities and provide that path to try to help them get there. If they're going to go on to technical college, if they're going to go on to 4-year colleges, if they're going to go to the military, or they want to do volunteer work, we want to try to help them be the best version of themselves that they can be.
All right, Cindy, anything that we haven't covered that you want to get onto?
Yes.
Talk about?
Yes, I just want to share a story with you.
Go ahead.
That kind of demonstrates our model in action. And as Laura said, we want to partner with our community, and we are a learning community, and hence that extends way beyond just our school. And so we've been, putting our model in action over the last year, and we really are strength-based and interest-driven. So one example I'd like to share with you, a little story, is I have a son who's in a pre-vet program in college now, and he was looking to get a little more experience with horses. He's been around large animals, but he really wanted to learn more about horses. And Laura and I were together one day, and she said, well, Morgan, that's Morgan's passion. She could teach him. So we set up a time at Willow Creek Ranch, which is one of our community partners, and Morgan actually led Dakota through a whole session of caring for a horse, from cleaning the hooves to feeding to brushing, explained parts of the horses to him. And, at the end of the time, it was really neat to see. Dakota said, I learned so much.
That's fantastic.
So he walked away with this new understanding of horses and comfort. Great. And Morgan walked away. She had shared her interests and strengths and had just gained so much more confidence to do that.
Fantastic.
And that's what we are
fantastic.
about. And that's what we're really excited to do.
All right. Well, that's
one other thing. Sorry.
Okay. No.
I just wanted to share too with our audience that we have 2 informational sessions coming up. One is next Thursday, February 16th, from 6:30 to 8, and the next one is Sunday, February 26th, from 1:30 to 3, and they're going to be held at our business offices, which are down in the 3rd Ward area.
Sure.
So they are posted on our website at bloom.org. And
Bloom360.
Bloom360.org.
Yes.
And we always welcome a phone call, too. And you can reach us at 414-935-6360.
Well, ladies, good luck. Keep us in mind if you ever want to tour the radio station with your students in the future. The door is always welcome. And thanks for stopping in. Good luck on your future, and good luck with your Bloom360.org, right?
Yes.
All right, we got that right.
Thank you so much, Chuck.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
All right. The Pride of New Berlin right here. Laura Rauman and Cindy Gosh Lee, they are running the Bloom360 Learning Community. Again, Bloom360.org. Have a great day, everybody.